Hey, hi there, this is Murali Sundaram, your happiness coach. And in this video, I'm going to share with you one important skill that every business owner must develop, okay? This skill can be developed, it's a skill, so it can be developed, it can be mastered. And once you have mastered this one skill for the rest of your life, you will always be successful, profitable, healthy and happy and prosperous. Would you like to know what is that one skill which every business owner, every entrepreneur should develop? And this is what I'm going to share with you in this video. And because the reason why I'm just sharing this with you is because my whole life is depending on this one skill only, and I specifically practiced it, mastered it, and that's the only reason why I have been able to help thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs across the globe, making them more profitable, making them more successful, and making them more happier. That one skill that every entrepreneur or every human being should also learn is how to speak. Absolutely, speaking, that to a public speaking, is one of the most important skill that every entrepreneur should learn in their life. Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, just say yes in the comment column. Because, see, if you're an entrepreneur, the only way in which you're going to build your business is by speaking. You have to speak to your clients, you need to speak to your team members, you need to speak to your vendors. And throughout your whole life, right from the time you become aware to till the time you're going to die, non-stop you're going to speak. And the way in which you speak will determine how good your life is going to be. The quality of your life is directly proportional to the quality of your communication. The quality of your business is directly proportional to the quality of your speaking skill. Do you agree with me on that? So it's very, very critical and important that every business owner must develop this one skill of how to speak effectively. Thereby you can influence your audience, you influence your clients, you can influence your vendor. Just imagine, if you know how to influence your clients, you can sell faster, isn't it so? If you can influence your vendors, you can actually negotiate for better pricing and save a lot of money. And every day you're making a lot of sales pitches in various places, either in one-to-one or one-to-many. If you're part of various networking organizations where you stand up and even speak about your business. And the person who has the whole control and the charisma over there is a person who has the maximum power in speaking. He brings about the power in speaking, and thereby he influences the whole room. And I've been doing this for last 2 decades or so by speaking continuously and helping entrepreneurs. So that's the reason I just thought that today I just share with you this one skill. Now here is a question to you. Okay, what is that one thing that is stopping you in becoming an amazing speaker? Okay, what is that one thing that is stopping you or where you're struggling to speak? Just comment below. Probably I will keep answering this in the next forthcoming video, your question. So just go ahead and shoot your question. What is the one thing you would like to learn? How to speak effectively, okay? So I'm going to put series of videos like this which will help you to become a very good speaker. Thereby you can speak and grow rich. Yeah, you can speak and become a better speaker, influencer, and make more money in your life. So would you be interested? If you're interested, just go ahead and type in your question, okay? Let me see whose question comes now, and I will answer that question right now, okay? In this video itself, before I close, I'm going to answer that one question, okay? What's that one thing that you would like to learn in public speaking? How do you speak effectively? Just go ahead, post one question. I'll answer you in this live video. And if you're watching the recorded video also, go ahead and type in your question, and I will keep answering all your questions in forthcoming video. So this is what we just discussed right now. One skill that we all need to develop in our life is to speak. Okay, if you learn the art of speaking, you can convince your wife, you can convince your kids, you can convince your family members, your friends, your relatives, your vendors, your clients, everyone. Isn't it so? Go ahead, post a question. I'm just waiting for one question which we can answer. One of the common question I always heard by many friends of mine is, Murali, I don't know what to speak. Okay, how to do a webinar? Sheshadri has asked the question, how to do a webinar? See, it's a very, very interesting question, Sheshadri. Since you asked the question, I will answer it right now. Webinar is an amazing technology available right now, where just by sitting at your home, see, right now I'm talking to you over technology as I'm going to my meeting, to my sales meeting. So, It's very simple. You can use multiple portals, like for example, Zoom is an amazing webinar portal where you can use Zoom as a webinar technology partner, or you can use even Facebook Live and you can run webinars. There are many other technologies like GoToWebinar, GoToMeeting, EverWebinar. There are different varieties out there. The question here you have to ask is, why webinar? What's your objective of a webinar? Is it going to be a sales webinar or an educative webinar? So based on various other parameters, you need to pick and choose the right webinar platform which will help you to get more clients, high-paying clients. Okay, so that's one thing that you have to remember when you're doing a webinar. Okay, so one more question I have got from Kalai Magal: how to answer debtors not received from the market? Hey Kalai, I understand how difficult it is because there are not only you, there are many entrepreneurs going through the same challenge where the cash flow crunch is affecting them and they're having trouble in giving money back to their creditors. So debtors. So for example, there are 2-3 ways to look at this. Number one, as a policy in your company, okay, work only on cash. Okay, that one policy will always help you for the rest of your life. Sometimes you may lose 1 or 2 of your clients, but on a long run, they will respect you and you will build back your business. Okay, so that is one thing. Number two, maybe you need, number two is always very important. When you have to answer your debtors, whenever they call you, please ensure you attend the phone call. Never miss their phone call and see to that you're always in touch with them. So that they get the confidence in you. If you stop attending their phone calls, they think something is fishy. Invite them to your office, okay? Chat with them. Show them what's happening in your office. See the amount of effort that's happening. So they have to see you putting that effort, and there is always a negotiating. You can always negotiate with them and ask for extra time. Don't tell them you're not going to pay them. You're only bargaining for extra time, but you need to talk from a state of power, not from a state of weakness in that place. And that's the reason also why you need to learn public speaking, because when you know how to speak, even to a debtor, you can actually speak and negotiate for extra time. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. And Vincent has asked a question: explain order of speaking. I am not so sure of your question of order of speaking. In a simple way, if you really want to address any audience, you should always start by a question. Don't start with a good morning. Don't start with anything else. You just have to start with how many of you, and then set the whole question over there, which sets the whole tone of your speech. And then you should thank your audience, and then you get into what is it one thing you're going to learn today, and then get into your content, and then conclude, thank everyone. So it's a very basic outline of an introduction, body of your speech, and a conclusion. Okay, so generally in my Speakers Academy, where I continuously coach people, I teach them a 13-step of how do you speak effectively. Okay, 13-step formula. When you learn this formula, it becomes very easy. And many of my students go through this particular format, and they get practice and they get the feedback from various people. So it's very simple and easy. Anyone can learn and speak, and it's an art, it's a skill, it's a choice that you make. Thereby you can speak more and more effectively. So guys, go ahead, post any of your questions, because I'm going to share a series of videos of how you can become an amazing speaker, an expert speaker, influential speaker, and achieve more profits in your business and also in your personal life. If you like this particular video, go ahead and share this video on your timeline. Thereby you can help one of your friends on your timeline to become a good speaker, which can help to change his life. Thank you very much for joining this Facebook video on how to become an amazing speaker. One skill, okay, one important skill of becoming successful is by developing your speaking skills. Thank you very much for joining this video. I will see you in the next video. Tada, bye-bye. Have a fantastic day.